CSC Computer Education.
Welcome back to Tiger Max channel. Let us continue the previous session. Okay, Lagrange's method of undetermined multipliers. Problem based on method of undetermined multipliers in Lagrange's method. Okay, find the foot of the perpendicular from the origin on the plane. Okay, right. You want to find out the foot. Okay, right. Let us consider this plane in the three-dimensional space x, y, z. Just for an example, I draw this plane in three-dimensional. So x, y, z. So this is the plane. Okay, right. We want to find out the foot of the perpendicular. This is the foot of the perpendicular from the origin. This is the origin. Okay, draw a line perpendicular to this plane. The point of contact of this perpendicular and the plane is called the foot of the perpendicular. Okay, so this is called the foot of the perpendicular. We want to find out the coordinates of this point. Okay, P. Okay, I am going to take the point P as x, y, z. Okay, solution. Let x, y, z be the foot of the perpendicular from the origin to the plane. 2x plus 3y minus z minus y equal to 0. Okay, so I am taking this point as x, y, z. I am going to find out the point x, y, z using Lagrange's method of undetermined multipliers. Okay, right. I am taking the distance between the point P and the origin as d. Okay, so d is called the shortest distance. Okay, right. So d is equal to, what is the formula to find the distance between 2 points in three-dimensional? x2 minus x1 the whole square, or x1 minus x2 the whole square, plus y2 minus y1 the whole square, plus z2 minus z1 the whole square. Here x2, y2, z2 are x, y, z, and x1, y1, z1 are 0, 0, 0. Okay, origin. So applying this formula to these points, okay, what you will get? So x minus 0 the whole square plus y minus 0 the whole square plus z minus 0 the whole square. Okay, taking squaring on both sides. Squaring on both sides, it will become d square is equal to what? So x square plus y square plus z square. I am taking this function as f. I am taking, let this function as f, x square plus y square plus z square. Okay, and the given condition as, what is the given condition? 2x plus 3y minus z minus 5 equal to 0, isn't it? Therefore, I am taking this condition as g. So 2x plus 3y minus z minus 5. Okay, now the auxiliary function. Capital F is equal to what? Small f plus lambda into g, where lambda is Lagrange multiplier, right? Therefore, what is small f? We obtain x square plus y square plus z square plus lambda into g. So 2x plus 3y minus z minus 5. Okay, now I am going to find out as usually fx, fy and fz. What is fx? This becomes 2x plus lambda into 2. What is fy? 2y plus lambda into 3. What is fz? 2z plus lambda into minus 1. Isn't it? Just derivating this f partially with respect to x, y and z. Okay. Now I am going to equate fx, fy, fz to 0 to find the stationary values or stationary values. You have to equate all these three to 0, right? So fx equal to 0 implies what? So 2x plus 2 lambda equal to 0, right? So what? Therefore, divided by 2, x plus lambda equal to 0. So x equal to what? Minus lambda. Is right? And then what is fy? Fy equal to 0 implies 2y plus 3 lambda is equal to 0. So 2y equal to what? Minus 3 lambda. Take this 3 into left hand side, 2y by 3 is equal to minus lambda. I have to equate this as 1. Okay, I am taking this as 1, this as 2, and this as 3. And now equating fz to 0 implies. What is fz? 2z minus lambda equal to 0. So 2z, sorry, not x. Okay. Two z minus lambda equal to 0. This implies 2z equal to what? Lambda. Right? So minus 2z equal to what? Minus lambda. Why I multiply by minus? Because all the right hand side are minus lambda. So here plus lambda is here. That's why to make it into minus lambda, I just multiply both sides by minus 1. Okay. We call this equation number 4. From 2, 3, 4, the right hand sides are equal. Therefore, the left hand side are also equal. Therefore, from 2, 3, and 4, what we will get? X is equal to 2y by 3 is equal to what? Minus 2z, isn't it? Right? All are equal, isn't it? So x is equal to 2y by 3 equal to minus 2z. Now I am going to take x, equate these two and these two. Okay? Right? So x is equal to what? 2z minus 2z. And then 2y by 3 equal to what? Minus 2z. This implies y is equal to what? You can strike out 2 with 2. Y is equal to minus 3z. Therefore, the point is x is minus 2z and y is minus 3z and z is the same. Right? That's all. This is the point. So this point should be lies on that plane, isn't it? Right? This is the point. That point lies on the given plane, isn't it? What is the given plane? This is xyz, isn't it? This is the given plane. Okay. So this is the point. This is the coordinates of xyz, isn't it? So xyz lies on this plane. So this point satisfies the plane equation, isn't it? Therefore, this is the condition. We have to substitute this point into that plane. Now, substitute. That is x comma y comma z is equal to what? Minus 2z minus 3z comma z. So lies on the plane, isn't it? So 2x plus 3y minus z minus 5 equal to 0. Substitute here. So what? So 2 into minus 2z plus 3 into minus 3z minus z minus 5 equal to 0. Right? Multiply minus 4z minus 9z minus z minus 5 equal to 0. Minus 10z minus 14z minus 5 equal to 0. So minus 14z equal to 5. Therefore, what is z? Minus 5 by 14. Therefore, we need the point xyz, isn't it? So what is xyz? It is here. So I call it as equation number 5. Therefore, z is equal to minus 5 by 4. Therefore, what is x? We can find out the remaining two coordinates. Therefore, x equal to minus 2z, isn't it? This implies x is equal to what? Minus 2 into minus 5 by 14. So what? That is equal to 5 by 7, isn't it? Y equal to minus 3z. This implies y is equal to minus 3 into z is minus 5 by 14. That is equal to what? 15 by 14. Okay? Right? Z is already we find out as. Okay, therefore, the foot of the perpendicular is what? X comma y comma z is equal to what? What is x? 5 by 7. What is y? 15 by 14. What is z? Minus 5 by 14. Finally, it is the foot of the perpendicular. Okay? So, if you want to find out the distance from the origin to the point, then apply the distance formula to find the shortest distance D. Okay, that's all. So this is the point we record. Find the foot of the perpendicular. This is the foot of the perpendicular from the origin to the plane. Right. We can also find out the same foot of the perpendicular through analytical geometry method. Okay, right? So this is the plane 2x plus 3y minus z minus 5 equal to 0, isn't it? Right? I am going to take this point as ABC. Okay, this point as origin 0, 0, 0. I am taking the origin as O and this foot of the perpendicular as A. Then what is the direction ratio of A? x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. So A minus 0, A, B minus 0, B, C minus 0, C. Okay, so this is the direction ratio of the line OA. dr of direction ratio of the plane 2x plus 3y minus z minus 5 equal to 0 is what? 2, 3 minus 1. The coefficients of x, y, z are direction ratio of this plane. Okay, so direction ratio of the plane always perpendicular to the given plane. Direction ratio of the line always along the straight line. Direction ratio of the straight line is always along the straight line, but the direction ratio of the plane is always perpendicular to the line. So both are parallel. So both are parallel means the direction ratios are proportional. So both direction ratios are parallel, therefore they are proportional. Therefore A by 2 equal to B by 3 equal to C by minus 1. I am taking this ratio as K. Therefore what is A? 2K. What is B? 3K. What is C? Minus K. Right? So now I find out the point A. Therefore what is A? 2K, 3K, minus K. Right? So this A lies on this plane. So this A, the point A satisfies this plane equation. Substitute this point into this one, you can find the value of K. Right? Substitute this one into the given equation. What you will get? So 2 into 2K, so 4K. So 2 into 2K, so 4K, plus 3 into 3K, so 9K. 2 into 2K, plus 3 into 3K, minus of minus K, minus 5 equal to 0, isn't it? So I just substitute this point into the given plane, that's all. So 4K plus 9K plus K, minus 5 equal to 0. So 10K, 14K, 14K minus 5 equal to 0. So K equal to what? 5 by 14. Substitute this value here. What you will get? A. Therefore what is A? A is 2K. So 2 into 10. So 2 into 5 by 14. You can cancel that one. So you will get 5 by 7. What is 3K? 3 into 5 by 14. So what will you get? 15 by 14. And then what is minus K? Minus 5 by 14. Right? So this is the foot of the perpendicular from the origin to the plane. So just I find out the same one through analytical geometry method, but here I find out through Lagrange method of multipliers. So the answer will be same for both of the two procedures, but this procedure is not necessary to you, just you know about it alone. Okay, right? This is not for your examination point of view. In your examination, you just go through the Lagrange multiplier method also you have to follow in your examination. Okay, right? Just you know this method, another method to find the foot of the perpendicular. That's all. Next one. Find the length of the shortest distance. Shortest line. From the point 0, 25 by 9 to the surface is it equal to x. This is 25 by 9. Okay. So this is the surface x z equal to xy. I am going to find out the shortest line from the point. Okay, I'm taking this point as 0, 0, 25, 9. Okay, so I'm going to find out the shortest distance, that is nothing but the same between the previous problem. Okay, let us take this point as A. Okay, this point as P. I am going to find out the shortest line from the point to the surface is it equal to xy, right? So solution. Let x comma y comma z be the point on the surface. So is x comma y comma z be any point on the surface, but we need to find out the shortest distance between the point and the surface on the point. Point on the surface, okay, right? So let us take the point on the surface B. So what is the distance between these 2 points? So the shortest distance, okay. So distance B is equal to shortest distance, okay, or at D. So this applying distance between the 2 points. So x minus 0 the whole square plus y minus 0 the whole square plus z minus 25 by 9 the whole square. Squaring on both sides. So d square is equal to x square plus y square plus z minus 25 by 9 the whole square, right? So I am taking this function as f. So this is the shortest distance function. That's why I am taking the given function as f. I am going to find out the minimum value of f. Okay. So x square plus y square plus z minus 25 by 9 the whole square. We call it as equation number 1. And another condition is z is equal to xy. Okay. Therefore, what is g? G is equal to z minus xy or xy minus z. Or z minus xy. Okay. Call this equation number 2. Therefore, the auxiliary equation is function B. Capital F is equal to what? Small f plus lambda into g, where g is Lagrange multiplier. Okay. Therefore, what is f? F is equal to x square plus y square plus z minus 25 by 9 the whole square plus lambda into g z minus xy. Okay, I call it as equation number 3. So therefore, what is fx? 2x plus lambda into what? This becomes 0, the x becomes 1 minus y. What is fy? This becomes 2y. Other two terms become 0 plus lambda into y becomes 1. This becomes 0 minus x into 1 minus x. Then what is f is at 2 times z minus 25 by 9 into 1, no need to write it, plus lambda into 1, isn't it? Right? For stationary values, equate fx to 0 in place. What? So 2x minus lambda y equal to 0. So 2x is equal to lambda y. So 2x by y equal to lambda. I call it as equation number 4. Fy equal to 0 implies. What is Fy? 2y minus lambda x. 2y minus lambda x equal to 0. So 2y equal to what? Lambda x. So 2y by x is equal to lambda. I call it as equation number 5. And finally, f is equal to 0 implies. What is f is it? So 2 into z minus 25 by 9 plus lambda equal to 0. Alright. So what? This implies This implies 2 into z minus 25 by 9 equal to minus lambda, isn't it? Multiplying by minus 1, so minus 2 into z minus 25 by 9 is equal to lambda. Equation number 6, isn't it? Right? So from 4 and 5, we can equate both of the two, isn't it? So right hand side, all are equal. Just I am going to equate first these two. Okay. So 2x by y equal to 2y by x. We can cancel 2 on both sides. Okay. Cross multiply x square is equal to y square. Therefore, what is x? Plus or minus y. Okay. Same like that. Equating from 5 and 6. What do you get? 2y by x is equal to what? Minus 2 into z minus 25 by 9. Okay, you can cancel 2 on both sides. So y by x is equal to minus z minus 25 by 9. Call it as equation number 7. This is equation number 8. Right? Okay, next one. Right? Here x is not equal to minus y since z equal to x, so isn't it? Suppose x is equal to minus y means minus y into y equal to z. So z equal to what? Minus y square. Therefore y square is equal to what? Minus z, isn't it? Square of a number need not be a negative 1, isn't it? So that's why x is not equal to y. Right? Therefore, x is equal to what? Y alone. Right? So, substitute. Therefore, x equal to y. This is equation number 9. Substitute x equal to y in 8. Substitute here x equal to y. So what? So, x by y or y by x? Okay. So, x by x is equal to what? Minus of z minus 25 by 9. I just equate both of the two. So both will cancel, the remaining will be 1. Take this minus into left hand side. So what? Minus 1 equal to z minus 25 by 9. Take this into left hand side. So 25 by 9 minus 1 equal to z. So what is z? Take 9 as LCM, 25 minus 9. So z is equal to what? 16 by 9. Okay. So z is 16 by 9. Okay, right. So substitute z equal to 16 by 9. Then what is y? Z equal to 16 by 9, isn't it? Okay, right. Now, what is z? Z is equal to xy, isn't it? But we know that what x equal to y and z equal to what? 16 by 9. Substitute both of the two here. What will get? 16 by 9 equal to, right? X into y. X is y. So or y equal to x. So x into x. Okay? Right. So 16 by 9 equal to x square. So what? X square is equal to 16 by 9. So this implies x is equal to plus or minus 4 by 9. Okay? So x and y are equal. Therefore, y is also plus or minus 4 by 9. Why? Since x equal to y. Okay. So just now we find out x, y and z. So we need to find out the shortest line. Right? So shortest distance is equal to d is equal to root of what? To this point to x, y, z, isn't it? So x minus 0 the whole square, that is x square, isn't it? X square plus y square plus z minus 25 9 the whole square. This is the shortest distance, isn't it? So substitute all the values. What is x square? 16 by 9. Plus y square is also 16 by 9. Plus what is z? 16 by, what is z? Z value is 16 by 9. So 16 by minus 25 by 9 the whole square. Okay. So what? 16 by 9 plus 16 by 9 plus what? 16 minus 25, 9 by 9, it is 1. So square, when we minus 9 by 9, it is minus 1. When we taking square, it becomes plus 1. So taking 9 as LCM, 16 plus 9. So what? 32 plus 9, root 41 by 9. So root 41 by 3 is the shortest distance from the point to the surface xy is equal to z equal to xy. That's a very easiest one problem. Next one. Determine the greatest, shortest, greatest and smallest So I am going to find out the greatest and smallest values of xy on the ellipse x square by 8 plus y square by 2 equal to 1. So this is function. I am going to find out the smallest and greatest value of this function f equal to xy under the condition g. Okay, right, that's all. So solution. So f is equal to what? Xy. G is equal to what? X square by 8 plus y square by 2 is minus 1 equal to 0. Isn't it? Minus 1. Isn't it? Take this one into left hand side. X square by 8 plus y square by 2 minus 1 equal to 0. You have to take this as g. So that's why taking this as g as x square by 8 plus y square by 2 minus 1. Okay. Right, therefore auxiliary equations. Therefore the auxiliary equation f is equal to what? F plus lambda into g, where lambda is Lagrange multiplier. Okay, therefore what is f? F is equal to xy plus lambda into x square by 8 plus y square by 2 minus 1. Okay, I call it as equation number 1. And now I am going to find out fx. What is fx? X becomes 1, so 1 into y plus lambda into 2x by 8. So x by 4, isn't it? What is fy? Fy becomes x into 1, x plus lambda into 2y by 2, so it is y. Okay, no need to find out fz. Okay, fz is already 0. Okay, right? So for stationary values. For stationary values, we have to equate both of the two. Isn't it? For stationary, we equate fx to 0. This implies y plus lambda x by 4 equal to 0. So y is equal to what? Minus lambda x by 4, isn't it? So taking this 4 into left hand side and x into. So 4y by x is equal to what? Minus lambda. Called as equation number 2. Same like that, equate fy to 0. So fy equal to 0 implies what you will get? X plus lambda y equal to 0. So x equal to what? Minus lambda y. So x by y equal to what? Minus lambda. Call this equation number 3. Okay. From 2 and 3. From 2 and 3. So what? 4y by x equal to x by y. So what? So 4y square is equal to x square. So x square is equal to what? 4y square. So what is x? X is equal to plus or minus 2 into y. Isn't it? So case 1. Take x is equal to 2y. Okay. So x equal to 2y means the ellipse becomes substitute this condition into here. What you will get? So x square by 8 plus y square by 2 equal to 1 implies x is 2y, isn't it? So 4y square by 8 plus y square by 2 equal to 1. This implies y square by 2 plus y square by 2, y square is equal to 1. This implies y is equal to what? Plus or minus 1. Okay, so y is plus or minus 1. X is 2y. Therefore, take y is equal to 1 in place. Right. So, y equal to 1 implies x is equal to 2y, isn't it? That is equal to 2 into 1. So, x is equal to 2. Therefore, the point is 2, 1, isn't it? Therefore, the point is 2, 1. Right? Point is 2, 1. Right? Y equal to minus 1 implies same x equal to 2y, isn't it? So x equal to 2 into minus 1. So x equal to minus 2. Therefore, another point is what? Minus 2, minus 1. So now I am going to find out the value of f at these 2 points. Okay. So value of f at 2, 1 is equal to what? xy, isn't it? So that is equal to what? X is 2, y is 1. That is equal to what? 2. Okay. And the value of f at the point minus 2, minus 1 is equal to xy, that is equal to minus 2 into minus 1 is equal to what? 2. So the value of f at both of the 2 points will be 2. Right? This is for case 1. Same like that if you have to take x equal to minus 2y. Right? So f is equal to minus 2y. Case 2. X is equal to minus 2y. X is equal to minus 2y. Therefore, x square by 8 plus y square by 2 equal to 1 implies what is x square? The same 4y square by 8 plus y square by 2 equal to 1. Cancel both of the 2. It will be y square is equal to 1. This implies y is equal to plus or minus 1. Here also you can get y is equal to plus or minus 1. But x is equal to what? Minus 2y. Right? Substitute x equal to minus 2y. Right? So take y is equal to 1 implies x equal to what? Minus 2y, isn't it? Here x is equal to minus 2y, y is equal to plus or minus 1. Substitute y equal to 1 in here. So what you will get? That is equal to minus 2 into 1. That is equal to minus 2. Therefore, the point is x is minus 2 and y is 1. And y equal to minus 1 implies x equal to minus 2y equal to what? Minus 2 into minus 1. That is equal to what? 2. Therefore, another point is x is 2 and y is minus 1. So, we want to find out the value of f at the same point. So, x at minus 2, 1 is equal to what? F is xy, isn't it? So, x is minus 2 and y is 1. That is equal to minus 2. Okay. F at another point 2, minus 1 is equal to what? Xy, that is equal to 2 into minus 1. That is equal to what? Minus 2. Both of the 2 points, you will get the same value, f is equal to minus 2. Therefore, minimum f, so the maximum value of f is 2 at these 2 points and the minimum value of f is minus 2 at these 2 points. Okay? Therefore, maximum value f is equal to 2 and minimum value of f is equal to minus 2. Right? Here, we will get plus 2, that is maximum. minus 2 is minimum. So f attains maximum at these 2 points, and the maximum value is 2. F attains minimum value minus 2 at these 2 points. That's all. Find the shortest and longest distances from the point 1 to minus 1 to this sphere. X square plus y square plus z square equal to 24. Using Lagrange's method of constraint. Maxima and okay, right. Find the shortest and longest distance from the point to the sphere. So just I have to take this as the sphere. X square plus y square plus z square equal to 24. I am taking a point on the sphere x comma y comma z. I am going to find out the shortest and largest point distance, isn't it? 1 comma 2 comma minus 1 is here. One comma 2 comma minus 1. I am going to find out the shortest and largest distance. Okay, so this is the shortest distance, this is the largest distance. Okay, from the point to the sphere. Okay, right? That's all. Let's x comma y comma z be the point on the sphere. Okay, so any point on the sphere be x comma y comma z. Okay, I am going to find out the shortest distance between the point and also the longest distance between these 2 points. So okay, so distance is equal to, there are shortest distance or distance. Shortest distance is equal to what? Square root of what? X minus x1. X minus 1 the whole square plus y minus 2 the whole square plus z plus 1 the whole square, isn't it? So the shortest distance is d is equal to root of x minus 1 the whole square plus y minus 2 the whole square plus z plus 1 the whole square by applying the distance formula. Like root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square plus z2 minus z1 the whole square. By taking squaring on both sides, what you get? So d square is equal to x minus 1 the whole square plus y minus 2 the whole square plus z plus 1 the whole square. I am taking these functions, therefore f is equal to what? X minus 1 the whole square plus y minus 2 the whole square plus z plus 1 the whole square, and g as the given sphere. Okay, so g is equal to what? X square plus y square plus z square minus 24. Minus 24. Right? Therefore, what is capital F? The auxiliary function is f plus lambda into g, and lambda is Lagrange multiplier. Okay, therefore, what is f? F is equal to x minus 1 the whole square plus y minus 2 the whole square plus z plus 1 the whole square plus lambda into what? G. G is x square plus y square plus z square minus 24. I call it as equation number 1. Okay? That's all. Now I am going to find out fx. What is fx? 2 into x minus 1 plus lambda into 2x. Okay? What is fy? 2 into y minus 2 plus lambda into 2y. What is fz? 2 into z plus 1 plus lambda into 2z. Okay? Right. Now I am going to equate, for stationary values, equate fx equal to 0. Isn't it? Implies 2 into x minus 1 plus 2 lambda x equal to 0. Divided by 2, so x minus 1 plus lambda x equal to 0. Take this into right hand side. So what? X minus 1 equal to minus lambda x. So what? Therefore, x minus 1 by x is equal to what? Minus lambda. Call this equation number 2. Same like that, equating other two. Fy equal to 0. Fy equal to 0 implies 2 into y minus 2. So 2 into y minus 2 plus 2 into lambda y equal to 0 divided by 2. Right? So y minus 2 plus lambda y equal to 0. Y minus 2 plus lambda y equal to 0. So y minus 2 equal to what? Minus lambda y. So y minus 2 by y equal to minus lambda. Equation number 3. Same like that, f is equal to 0 implies 2 into z plus 1 is 2 lambda z equal to 0. By divided by 2 and take this term into right hand side, so what you get? Z plus 1 equal to minus lambda z. Same like that, z plus 1 by z equal to minus lambda. Equation number 4. Right? From 2, 3 and 4, all right hand sides are equal, therefore the left hand side is also equal. Isn't it? Right? What is f? F is equal to x minus 1 the whole square plus y minus 2 the whole square plus z plus 1 the whole square. What is g? X square plus y square plus z square minus 24. Isn't it? Right. Now I am going to equate. Now I am going to equate 3, 2 and 3. Same like that, 3 and 4. From 2 and 3, what you will get? X minus 1 by x is equal to what? Y minus 2 by y. Isn't it? Cross multiplying, what you will get? So xy minus y equal to xy minus 2x. You can cancel xy with xy. Minus minus cancel. You will get y equal to 2x. Therefore, what is x? X equal to y by 2. Same like that from 3 and 4. What you will get? Y minus 2 by y equal to what? Z plus 1 by z. Taking cross multiplication, y z minus 2z equal to what? Y z plus 1. You can cancel y z on both sides, isn't it? Therefore, what is y? Y is equal to minus 2z. Okay? We call it as equation number 5. This is 6. From all these three, therefore, what you get? X equal to y by 2. And y by 2 equal to what? What is y by 2? Minus z. Isn't it? Y by 2 equal to what? Minus z. I call this equation number 6. But y by 2 is equal to what? Minus z. Right? I am going to equate x by minus z and y by 2 by minus z. Therefore, x equal to minus z and y by 2 equal to what? Minus z. So y is equal to minus 2z. Therefore, the point is what? X is minus z, y is minus 2z, and z is z. So this point lies on this pair, isn't it? This is the point is, this is x, y, z, isn't it? The point is x comma y comma z is equal to, right? So this point lies on this pair. So this point satisfying the given equation, okay, right? So this lies on, this point lies on x square plus y square plus z square minus 24 equal to 0, isn't it? Therefore, what is x? Z minus z the whole square plus what is y? Minus 2z the whole square plus z square minus 24 equal to 0. Okay, right? So z square plus 4z square plus z square minus 24 equal to 0. So 5z square, 6z square. 6z square equal to 24. So z square is equal to 4. Z is equal to plus or minus 2. Okay. Case 1. Take z is equal to 2 or plus 2. Okay. Z equal to plus 2 means the point x comma y comma z is equal to what? Current is equal to number 7 implies. Okay. So minus z. So what? Minus 2 into 2 comma z is 2. That is equal to what? Minus 2 comma minus 4 comma 2. Okay, and the distance d is equal to, you can find out the distance between these 2 points. So distance d is equal to root of distance between these 2 points. This is x, y, z. So what? Minus 2 minus 1 the whole square plus minus 4 minus 2 the whole square plus 2 plus 1 the whole square. Isn't it? Right? Just I substitute it in f formula. Right? That's a square root distance formula. Distance is f. What is f? F is d square, isn't it? So what is d? Square root of. So that is square root of x minus 1 the whole square. Just I replace this x, y, z by minus 2, minus 4 and 2. Right? Simplified it, what you will get? Root of minus 3 the whole square is 9 plus 6 the whole square 36 plus 3 square is 9. So what you will get? Root of 45, 54. That can be written as 9 6 are 9 into 6, isn't it? This can be written as 9 into 6. That can be written as 3 into root 6. So maximum distance. I think this may be the maximum distance. Okay. Right? Second one, case 2. Case 2. By taking z is equal to what? Minus 2. What do you get? Therefore 7 implies x comma y comma z is equal to what? This is 7. X is minus z. So minus of minus 2. Minus 2 into z is minus 2. And z is again minus 2. So what is the point? 2 comma 4 comma minus 2. Okay. Right? Therefore distance from between this point and this point. Okay. Right? Distance between this point and this point. Substitute here the same one. But so 2 minus 1 the whole square. 2 minus 1 the whole square plus 4 minus 2 the whole square plus minus 2 plus 1 the whole square. So what you will get? 2 minus 1 the whole square means 1. 1 square means 1. Plus 4 minus 2, 2. 2 square means 4. Minus 1. Minus 1 whole square means plus 1. That's equal to what? Root 6. Okay. That's all. Therefore, the shortest distance is equal to what? Root 6. Longest distance is equal to what? 3 root 6, isn't it? That's all. Right? So the sphere is here. The point is here, 1, 2, minus 1. So this is the shortest distance as root 6. Okay. This point we obtained here is 2, 4, minus 2. 2, 4, minus 2. And the longest distance is what? 3 root 6. And this point is what? Minus 2, minus 4, 2. That's all. So we find out these 2 points, and the distance between these 2 points brings the shortest distance. Distance between these 2 points brings the longest distance. That's all. That is we need to find out. Okay, right? We find out longest and shortest distance through Lagrange's method of multiplication. That's all. Next one. Find the minimum values. Find the minimum values of x square, y is at subject to the condition two x plus y plus 3z equal to a. Right? So the condition is directly given to you. This is the function f and this is the condition g. 2x plus y plus 3z minus a equal to 0. So take this as g and this as f. We want to find out the minimum of this f. So let f is equal to what? X square y z cube and g is equal to what? 2x plus y plus 3z minus 9. Okay. Therefore, the auxiliary equation capital F is equal to what? Small f plus lambda into g, where lambda is Lagrange multiplier. Right? Therefore, what is capital F? X square y z cube plus lambda into 2x plus y plus 3z minus 9. Okay. Right? Call this equation number 1. Now I am going to find out fx. Okay, by taking differentiate partial with respect to x. Right? So 2x. So 2x y z cube plus lambda into 2. And what is fy? Y becomes 1. So x square z cube plus lambda into y becomes 1. What is fz? 3z square. So 3x square y z square plus lambda into 3. Okay. For stationary values. Define stationary values. You have to equate all these three equal to 0. Fx equal to 0 implies what? 2xy z cube plus 2 lambda equal to 0 divided by lambda divided by 2 xy z cube plus lambda. Plus lambda equal to 0. Taking this lambda into right hand side, xy z cube equal to minus lambda. Cartesian is number 2. Same like that. Fy equal to 0 implies. Fy equal to 0 implies what? X square z cube plus lambda equal to 0. Take this lambda into right hand side. X square z cube equal to minus lambda. Cartesian is number 3. And then f is equal to 0 implies what? 3x square y z square plus 3 lambda equal to 0 divided by 3. So x square y z square plus lambda equal to 0. Take this into right hand side. So x square y z square equal to minus lambda. It is called as equation number 4. By equating 2 and 3. From 2 and 3, what will get? Xy z cube equal to x square z cube, isn't it? We can cancel z cube with z cube. Xy equal to x square. Same like that, we can cancel x with x. So y equal to x. That is x equal to y. Right? From 3 and 4. X square z cube equal to x square y z square, isn't it? We can cancel x square with x square. Z cube is equal to what? Y z square, isn't it? We can cancel z square with z cube. Z is remaining. So z is equal to y. Therefore, y is equal to z, isn't it? From these two, what? Therefore, x equal to y equal to z. I call this equation number 5. I am going to substitute x equal to z and y equal to z in the given condition. What is the given condition? So given condition is is what? 2x plus y plus 3z equal to a. Therefore, 5 implies 5 things. We can substitute that 5 by replacing x by z. So 2 into z plus y is z plus 3z equal to a. So what? So 6z equal to a. Isn't it? So z is equal to what? A by 6. Therefore, 5 implies what? X equal to a by 6 and y is also a by 6. Therefore, the point is therefore no need to write the point. Therefore, point is a by 6 comma a by 6 comma a by 6. Okay. Substitute this value into f, you can get the minimum value. Okay. Therefore, what is f? X square y z cube, isn't it? So the value of f at a by 6 comma a by 6 comma a by 6 is equal to what? A by 6 the whole square into a by 6 into a by 6 the whole cube is equal to what? A square by 36 into a by 6 into a cube by I think 216, isn't it? So what? A power 3, a power 4, a power 6. A power 6 divided by, or we can write it as, no need to write it here. So a by 2 is this power 1, a by 6 power 2, this power 1, this power 3. So we can add the powers. So a by 6, the whole power, 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus 3, 6. So this is the minimum value of it. Minimum value of f is equal to what? A by 6, the whole power 6. That's all. Very easy. Thank you.
எல்லாரும் சாப்பிட்டு படிக்கலாமே.
அப்பா அவ கம்ப்யூட்டர் இன்ஜினியரிங் பண்ணணுமா, ஆனா C++க்கு அவ இவ்ளோ தடுமாறா.
அதனால என்ன? ரொம்ப சிம்பிள்.
ஆனா எப்படிப்பா?
நம்ம CSEல கம்ப்யூட்டர் கோர்ஸ் பண்ணனா C++ மட்டும் இல்ல, ஜாவா, அனிமேஷன், CADன்னு பல விஷயங்களை கத்துக்கலாம். அதுக்கப்புறம் ஃபாரினுக்கு போய் வேலையும் பார்க்கலாம்.
படிப்பு எதுவா இருந்தா என்ன, அடிஷனலா CSEல ஒரு கம்ப்யூட்டர் கோர்ஸ் பண்ணுங்க. உங்க படிப்புக்கு தகுந்த வேலை நிச்சயமா கிடைக்கும்.